And I'm going to show you John's level of movement and his capacity and what he can and can't do, but he can practice it in many different ways. Let's just say we're going to pick 2. Now, John has had 2 knee replacements. He does not have full range of motion in his knees, meaning he can't do that. So if you can't do that, that's fine. And he has limited range in his ankles because his hips and knees are a little limited, and he has arthritis in one big toe. See,
he's a mess. In other words, he's a mess.
No, he's not a mess. But it's like we're all in this together. So here we go. So we're going to start off with the tall one because of the limited range he has.
You'll soon see.
Okay, so here comes John. And this is the taller one. And we're going to use it.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Should we move this out of the sun? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Okay.
So he's going to stand in front of the chair. He's going to put his fingers on his spine. That also causes him not to slump in the upper spine. Okay? He's going to find the distance between his feet where he's comfortable, and he's going to try to turn his thighs out. And when he bends over, he's going to keep this as straight as he possibly can. And then he's going to look for the tripod, and he's going to grab it if he needs to. Look at that. That's really nice. So he sits down and he's squatted. This is very good. This is hard. Do you feel a stretch in your knees?
I feel a stretch almost everywhere. Yes, I feel a stretch in my knees.
So his knees are being stretched right now because that's probably the max range he has. So it's also stretching his hips, it's stretching his ankles. And now right here, what's going on here? You have to work to keep up?
Yes.
He has to do a little work.
But
now,
it's straight.
Yeah, but the thing is, the beauty of this is when you stretch your hips out, you work these muscles if they're weak, and then pretty soon they stop working because this gets stronger, this gets more mobile, that gets more mobile. They all work together. You don't need to really understand, but they do work together. So, how are we doing?
All right.
Can you move your feet out so your knees would be more comfortable? So say he wants to sit here a little longer, he doesn't have to put this huge stretch on his knees. But he can have some stretch, and we could make the table higher where he could work on a computer. So I want to show you that he can be comfortable to some degree and still work. We're going to add a pillow in a minute. Now he's going to get up, and if he needs to use the table, he can, but you want to do the cantilever?
Don't you want me to bend over first?
Yeah, so how do you want to do it? Oh, bend to stretch?
Uh-huh.
Okay, go. So now he's like this in what's called spectator stretch, and he's resting his arms on his legs. Are you working here?
Oh, yes.
He's working a whole lot here. This is where everybody seems to feel the most tired, because if he's slumped, go ahead and just let it go, it doesn't, then he's bending at the waist. But if he straightens it, pretty soon this will stay straight and his back will be stronger. Okay, now let's have you want to get up?
Sure.
So he's going to get up, he's going to do what you call the cantilever, right?
I do.
And then he gets his bottom up. So he didn't have to use his hands a lot. Okay, so we're going to put a pillow here real quick.
Okay.
We're just making it higher and softer. So put your hands on your back. The hands on your back keeps his shoulders open, lets him know what's going on in the spine, and his spine stays straight, and he goes down really lovely. Okay, is that a little higher?
Yes.
A little more comfortable?
Yep.
Okay, so you can bring your legs out some. So his pelvis he's laid it right on his crotch, it's good. And if we had a higher piece of furniture, could you work better?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's less stress, but longer can be there. So both are good. It's not a right or wrong. One's going to give him more time there. The other one's going to give him a deeper stretch for a shorter period of time. I'm kind of a fan of this one. I'd rather people get comfortable in these movements so they become part of the life, but you can do both. Okay, so he's going to get up. He should be a little easier if he doesn't have to use his hands as much. Yeah, there he goes. So he was able to use his hips.